In the first phase of a round, 4 columns with 3 action cards in each are randomly placed above the 4 prep tiles. Then players will prepare their muses by placing 3 muses on one of the prep tiles. Players may place less than 3 muses by using 1 inspiration for each muse they don't place. This continues in turn order until all players have passed. In the third phase, action cards will be removed from the top down, so each column holds a certain number of cards, depending on the number of players. So in a 3-player game, it requires 3 muses to keep 1 card in a column, 6 muses to keep 2 cards, and 9 muses to keep all 3 cards. In Phase 4, players will perform action selection, worker placement style. There are generally 5 different types of actions that may or may not be available depending on the available action cards. Pink actions mostly inspire artists to get new ideas. Here, the player must use 6 inspiration to get 2 ideas. He spends the inspiration and gets 2 ideas which he uses to draw in 2 notes on his note card. Blue action simply lets players gather more inspiration. In this case, the player must spend 2 consecutive turns to get the 5 inspiration. Purple actions lets players claim an objective that has been fulfilled. First, the player advances his cube on the followers track. Then he flips the objective tile and places it next to the achievement card. The tile now grants a specific bonus that only applies to the player. Yellow action lets players advance their cube on the downloads track. Green actions are composed by 2 adjacent cards. This is where players will directly inspire artists, management, and fans. Here, the player uses 4 inspiration to inspire the artists and fills in the shape inside the 4x4 artist aspect grid. The grid now has 7 unfilled grid spaces left, so the cube is advanced to 7 on the track. The player may take any of the bonuses the cube has reached or passed. The selected bonus is marked and is not available anymore. In the 5th phase, players simply retrieve their muses from the action cards. Muses on prep tiles stay there and may be used in the next round. In the 6th and final phase, a prep tile is turned to reveal a bonus that will apply to the corresponding column for the rest of the game. When a part of a song gets rewritten, the player may take a key, which I'll explain in just a moment. Or he may move an achievement token 1 step closer to the cube on the corresponding track. If the player chooses to take a key, he crosses out any of the 6 keys on the achievement card and takes the bonus indicated beneath it. Some bonuses require getting 2 keys. When gaining fame, the player will fill out a star on the achievement card and take the indicated bonus. Either 1 muse will be added to their supply, or they may fill out any 2 grid spaces in any of the 3 grids. Besides any bonus tiles players may have on their achievement card, there are always 2 common bonuses that apply to all players. Whenever players gain new objectives, they are taken from the top of a stack, revealing a new common bonus. The endgame can be triggered in 4 ways. A player reaches 0 on the artist, management, and fan tracks. A player reaches 100 on the downloads track. A player reaches 100 on the followers track. Or the 5th round is begun. When the endgame is triggered, the current round is concluded, after which endgame scoring is done to determine the winner.